Hey everyone out there, how are you? Man, I had a fantastic day at the races. It was just incredible. I had such a good time, and I just wanted to kind of recap what I did and how my day went. Well, I went to the Pro Motocross race with my first time ever with a press pass. And because I'm a host of a podcast show, even though it's rinky dinky, hey, I was able to get a press pass, and that was really cool. So anybody who's part of the media can apply for a press pass at big events. It could be a concert or big motorsports events, motorcycle races, car races. That is one of the best things about being a podcast host, is that you get some privileges that come along with that. And so that was really cool. I got to go behind the scenes and just really see, what it's like to be on the other side as part of the press. I got to interview some really cool top riders. Zach Osborne, who finished today, second overall in the 250 class. I also interviewed Blake Baggett, who finished overall third in the 450 class. In addition, it was a special treat. I got to interview a guy named Jason Wygant. Now, Jason Wygant does the broadcasting for the races on NBC Sports Network. So I guess it's NBCSN for NBC Sports Network. And that was awesome. It was really cool. I get to talk with him and see what life was like for him as a broadcaster. And this was a whole new experience. I was outside. I was in the elements. I was interviewing people. I'm used to sitting in, my little home studio recording, my podcasts, my interviews and things with my microphone that's right there. And being out and interviewing people with a microphone where you have to talk and then ask them a question and move the microphone, it was a whole new experience for me. And so that took some getting used to. I was kind of messing things up, but that was all right. And I also got to talk to Georgia Lindsay. If you've watched any of the motocross races, she also does the broadcasting for NBC for the races. And we just had a really cool time. It was a lot of fun. It was a successful event. And it really pushed me to step out of my comfort zone. I've never done kind of broadcasting outside, away from a microphone in my office where I typically record all my interviews. And so it's just a new experience. And so I would really recommend all of you to kind of take a step out of your comfort zone. Do something that you've never done before, and you'll be surprised that it makes you grow. And it's really cool. Hey, Steven, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just fun. And I just can't recommend enough for all of you to go out there and just do something different that you haven't done. I was nervous going out there. I really didn't know what I was doing as far as interviewing, with the different recorder I've never used before. And it was funny because they have a press, kind of a media center set up for all the press who were at this event. And they fed us. They had all kinds of cool food. They had all the Red Bulls you can drink. I had about 13. No, I didn't have 13 Red Bulls, but I had several. I drank a lot of water because it was hot today. But, anything you wanted. Cookies, chips, sandwiches, Red Bull, water, soda, anything you wanted all day long. I was like, what? I got to take advantage of this. Protein bars? That was really, really cool. So I was all excited just for the free food. And I'm sitting next to the table, and inside this tent there's like an air conditioner. Well, it's not an air conditioner, but it's a big fan, so it blows and it's really cool. And you can also watch the races on the screen that they have there. And so they have it televised. And so if you don't want to be out watching it, you can watch it in there. And it was just really, really neat. And I came with my little rinky-dink, kind of podcast recorder that I was going to use, for out in the field. I'm sitting next to guys who have like thousands of dollars worth of equipment. And I turned around and introduced myself to the guy next to me. And I said, hey, I'm Tim with the Tim Laska Show. And I said, who do you work with? He goes, oh, I'm with Monster, Monster Energy Drink. I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. All right. Good deal. I guess that's why he had about $25,000 worth of, cameras and recording equipment. They all had their laptops out. And I was like, whoa, I had like a little recorder, and I had a little piece of paper and a pen. And I'm sitting next to these guys with laptops, with thousands of dollars worth of recording and microphones and um, camera equipment with lens that were like, 12 feet long or something. It was neat. And I felt intimidated, but I didn't care. So again, get out of your comfort zone. Do something different that you haven't done and just kind of keep pushing the limit. I feel great that I was able to talk and meet lots of wonderful people. And, I'm really excited to put this show together because it's, there's going to be a whole different, lots of short little interviews that I did throughout the day. I even interviewed some fans because I'm thinking, how can I do something different? Most of the people who go to these events, they will just kind of record the big, famous, well-known people. But I wanted to interview the fans. I thought that would be neat. I went by this little stand where they were selling kettle corn. I don't know how many of you out there love kettle corn. I know I do. And I just said, let me stop and interview this lady. And so I had a really good time. And so I just interviewed the whole spectrum from the pro athletes all the way down to the lady who sells the kettle corn. And I just think it's going to be a cool little episode that I put together. So I'm excited for all of you to hear it. And thanks again for all your support for 50 episodes. It's awesome. It's incredible. Tomorrow, I have a little bit of a surprise for you, so I can't wait. Be sure to check in. I'm not sure what time. Maybe after lunch sometime, Eastern Standard Time. So I've got something really cool for you. All right. Hope everyone has a great evening, and I'll see you soon. Take care.